Hello, my loves. My name is Trinity, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, it's been a couple of weeks, maybe even a month or two. I don't know. I'm filming this on May 5th. Hi, guys. So, editing Trin here, and it's June 20th as I'm recording this and editing. Hopefully, I'll have it up by Saturday, which is the 21st, tomorrow. And I haven't had the motivation to actually edit this, but please be patient with me because my mental health has been bad, but we're gonna try and lock in. So yeah, let's talk about it. We're gonna be talking about relationships and communication. It is a common misconception in relationships that the male or the quote-unquote masculine presenting person within the relationship, obviously there can be two feminine people in a relationship, two non-binary people, whatever, but it's a common misconception that the quote-unquote masculine presenting person in the relationship is supposed to automatically adhere to what the feminine presenting person in the relationship is says regarding communication. It is completely wrong, because from personal experience, I have tried to break that barrier where it's I am the one that's always supposed to be right and stuff like that. Let me say this for context. When I'm in a relationship with a dude, usually I'm more on the feminine side. I embrace my feminine. I'm gonna put the word here. I'm not saying that, bro. But I embrace my more feminine side. And when I'm dating a woman or a non-binary person, I am more on the masculine side, opening the doors, stuff like that, quote-unquote masculine known things, right? I've tried to break that barrier in some of my previous relationships because I know how I could come off. I'm more of a aggressive person. It just seems like I always want to be right. That's not what I'm actually trying to do. I've always been an aggressive person and more in your face when it comes to communicating and you're gonna hear me, and if I feel like you're not hearing me, I get a little bit more aggressive, because it's how a mom is. It's just literally just kind of sort of how I feel like I was raised and stuff like that, which molded me into reacting as how I do. It's how a mom is, where it's you don't get the first time she start yelling or whatever, or if she asks you to do something and then you don't do it and you forget or whatever, then she starts yelling at you. That's something that I do, and it's a toxic trait. I'm definitely trying to fix that, and I feel like I've made a little bit of progress on that so far. So shout out to me. It is never the woman's right to be right in every single argument, every single piece of communication. Somebody says that they have a problem with something, figure out why that is, apologize for doing it, move on, fix it. Some things really can be open and closed like that. People tend to get defensive when they're communicating. If I bring something to you guys, I'm hey guys, y'all haven't been liking my freaking videos, what's up with that? Y'all are well, I just forgot, and da-da-da-da. You don't like my videos either. You don't retaliate with being defensive and being all oh, well, you do this. People have been brought up different ways. They phrase things differently. Sometimes if you phrase something absolutely horribly, you're gonna catch heat for it. You have to really take into consideration oh my gosh, did they actually mean it this way? Then that's literally just what you have to add. Patience is a virtue. It is not a given. It is something that is to be acquired throughout the years. But one thing that I do also want to stamp and say this here: you do not need a relationship to live. Some people are serial daters. What a serial dater is a serial. They keep doing it over and over and over again. Sometimes they don't even have a reason. Sometimes it's just because they have the urge to do it. Sometimes it's just because they need that validation of being loved to make them feel like they're worth something. You have to be comfortable in your own skin before you get into a relationship. In relationships, you are two people working together to love each other to the fullest extent. Trust me, that is not an easy thing to do. You cannot generalize every single problem in a relationship like, oh, well, you did this last time. And it's literally two separate subjects. They happen to be similar, but they're completely different. The other one could have been logically speaking. The other one could have been emotionally speaking. Both of them could have been emotionally, or both of them could have been logically speaking. But do not try and group them together, because it's just like, it feels like, oh, you always do this. Now everybody's going to understand your thoughts originally, but you have to have time and patience to teach them. Because if you don't teach them, then it's just like, how are they supposed to know? If somebody vocalizes to me that they don't like that, I'm gonna stop. But you have to realize it might take me a while, or if it's just something that I do and it makes me comfortable, that you quite literally cannot change that. Must have patience, because love takes time. And yeah, dating, let's bring back casual dating. Let's go out on dates. You can go out on a date with somebody and not be with them. I didn't really end the video well, so here it is. Those are my takes on communication and relationships. You can take some of these tips and apply them in your own ways. Other than that, thanks for listening to me yap. You don't have to. I'm not saying that this is the way to go or your relationship will fail, anything like that. I'm not saying that. All I am saying is be understanding, be patient, and take your time when it comes to learning and loving the person that you want to. Things aren't always going to be easy. The main thing is to try and work everything out the best way that you can. It is okay to take time apart. Other than that, I wish you guys and your future partners or your current partners the best of luck. Yeah. That is really all from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I was yapping a little bit. Got sidetracked a lot of it. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for talking with me. Bye.